Hey, you know I got you on the camera. I said, you know I got you on the camera. So just in time. Right now.
Full speed, se voler barrière. Comme me, vive all of your ninja. You stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V. Come me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, se voler barrière. Speedboats, baby, in Nikki Beach. Waves in my ass, smoking weed. Been through the sand in the G. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Light sweet, baby. I ain't stop, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the process. Andre had to bounce it. Come on me, leave all of your things, yeah. Get stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, so voler barrière. Come on me, leave all of your things, yeah. Get stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, je suis comme Johnny. Rolls Royce, baby, and hitting bills. Bags full of $100 bills. Walking past your wife and she get chilled. All because of how I kept it real. Light sleep, baby, on the G-Way. I'll get you anything you need, baby. Work for everything you see, baby. Ooh, me, baby. Ooh, come on me. Leave all of your things, yeah. You stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, se voler barrière. Come on me, leave all of your things, yeah. You stop it, Gucci, stop it, Louis V, yeah. Come on me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, se voler barrière. Never falling, why you making problems? I've been silent, why you making problems? I'm a problem, being rich is not my fault. You decide who you think you should reside with.
Is it good, Reagan?
It's good.
Yes, yummy, yummy. Why you gotta come over here and mess with my plate?
Come on, baby.
I don't know why she gotta walk around and eat.
Open.
My 4-glass table.
Hi.
Good cake. Is it good? That's what she's looking at me like, why are you eating my cake? Reagan is eating that cake. It make me think of the movie Matilda. Feel like I need to watch it.
Didn't they have a part two?
Mm-mm. If they did, it was trash.
You gonna give her some milk or something, Kiana, before she go to sleep?
She got some rice milk. I done made a chocolate cake and I don't even like chocolate.
I love it. And you got some vanilla ice cream in there if it's still good.
Upset her rose, bitches in my whole phone. I should call one and go home. I've been in this club too long. The woman that I would try is happy with a good guy, but I've been drinking so much that I'ma call her anyway and say, fuck that nigga that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. Must be fuck that nigga that you think you found. Since you picked just say you do better, and I'll start heading away from baby. Cups of the XO, all my people been here. I see all of her friends here. Guess she don't have the time to kick it no more. Flights in the morning, what you doing that's so important. I've been drinking so much that I'ma call you anyway and say, fuck that nigga that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. I say, fuck that nigga that you think you love.
Okay, y'all, I'm all finished. So, I just wanted to address the elephant in the room. So somebody, I guess, have been researching me, and they seen that it took me 6 years to graduate. And it's actually like a lesson in this, so I want to talk about it. So let me give y'all just a little bit of background. So I went to college in 2013, and I started off as a nursing major. Now, I went to Prairie View A&M University, which is like, it's a HBCU, and it's like out in the middle of nowhere. It's very close to Houston, though. I started off as a nursing major, not really being into nursing, but my mom was a pharmacy tech, my granny was a surgery tech, and you know, that was like stable, like go for nursing. So I went to school for nursing. The agreement with me and my dad was if I made any C's, he would stop paying for my tuition. Lo and behold, I made 2 C's, but I was still on the dean's list, so I thought that we would have an understanding. However, he stopped paying for my tuition. So I had this friend that I was really, really cool with, and she had a boyfriend whose sister worked in financial aid, and she really helped me. I got some grants. She put me onto loans because at first I was like, I'm not going to get any student loans. Like, I'm just going to, you know, my dad is going to help me. I'm going to make all A's and B's. Anyways, they tell you in freshman camp or whatever it's called at Prairie View to look to your left, look to your right, and one of those people won't be there. And it is so true. So the thing about nursing school in Prairie View is you start at Prairie View, which is super affordable. It's in the middle of nowhere. Your insurance is cheaper. Like, everything is just cheaper because it's not really like a large population out there. Then after you finish your prereqs, you go to nursing school, and the nursing school is in the medical center. Now, the medical center, it gets real, especially like if you're paying out of pocket. Nursing school is, you really, really have to like focus on those, what do they call them? The labs and all of the stuff that you have to do for nursing school. And then if you're working like to live somewhere like the medical center, you're going to be spending a pretty coin. So we all planned, you know, we had our groups of who we were going to go to the nursing center with. And by the time I finished my prereqs, 2 years on time, finished my prereqs. And first, I wasn't really interested in nursing as much. And then it was like, dang, now you got to make these moves. A lot of the girls that I was supposed to like room with, they were gone. Like, I didn't really have anybody to like double up with like I had planned for my whole nursing school situation. And something that had happened in between time, I started to do hair. I was a mobile stylist. I was really making money doing hair. So, it was like my interest in nursing. It was just like, do you really want to do this? Like, and nursing is something that you really have to like want to do, like you want to like to do. And then to make the initiative to move to the medical center and to have all of my financial responsibilities on me, and then to already say that I'm not going to take out any loans and be in a position to where I have to take out student loans, I was like, I'm going to switch to business management. Like, I have my own business. At that time, I didn't have like a DBA or a LLC, but it was just me getting primed in that mindset of I could work for myself. And that's what I decided to do. So I switched from nursing to business management. And I actually can say the nursing in one aspect was a little bit easier than business management. And when I say that, I don't mean like curriculum wise, but I mean like the professors, they were way more nurturing in nursing. Like, you had women professors, you had professors that, you know, are a little bit more science driven. So they know about like, I don't know, they're just more, they're different. And then when you go to business, it's more like authoritative foreign professors that don't really have sympathy for you. Like, I had a instructor, Dr. Tandon, and he used to tell us about you know how lazy we are, and you know how his parents had to come over here on a boat and we couldn't even show up to class. Like, so it was a little bit less nurturing to us and a little bit more driven on what we knew. But anyways, long story short, so I switched to business, and then in that time, mind you, I didn't have any kids. That's the thing. When you go to school, first of all, before going to university, if you don't truly know what you want to do, I suggest going to community college. Like, it's definitely more affordable, and then you're spending your money to like kind of experiment on what you want to do without spending a university price. Prairie View is a cheaper university, you know what I'm saying? So just imagine. Then I had like a friend from Vegas, and she was spending like out of state tuition. So I'm complaining about looking for $5,000 a semester, and she was trying to look for $12,000 a semester. But going to school and not having children is like beautiful, because you do have time to like mess up and find yourself. And I feel like that's what college is about. Now, it is better. That's why I say a community college is better, because you can experiment on a cheaper coin than going to a university and switching and flopping. And then I also, if you see my toxic relationships video, I also had a really, really bad relationship, and I took a semester or two, I can't remember, off, which I could do. I didn't have kids. I had my own situation where I was making my own money, and you know, like, I didn't. People go to school, they get lost, they find themselves, they switch their majors. That's what happens. So that's what I did. And it seems like after that, I did, when I dropped out for that semester or two, I did get my certification to be a mediator. So I'm a certified dispute resolution mediator, also family mediation, and it's another one, y'all. Like, it was so long ago. So I kind of took those semesters to experiment, and then I did come back with my DBA, and then I decided to do business management full throttle. When I went back, I did, being that I had spent so much money with student loans and stuff, and it was my expense at this point. It was like I got it together. Like, I'm basically saying all of this to let y'all know that there's a lot of people that'll be looking at your story, and like, I was called a dumbass for it taking me 6 years to graduate on a 4-year degree plan. But when you don't have any kids and you go to school, like, that's what you do. It's a lot of people like that I know that just graduated and they've switched their majors and they've gotten serious and they found their path. Like, at first, what was said about me, it kind of like hurt my feelings, but then it made me remember who I am. Like, I really took 2 semesters off, and I took risk. I was like, okay, we're going to do mediation. We're going to do this. And it just shows me just how, regardless if whatever I plan fails or doesn't fall through, or if I just wake up one day and say, this isn't what I'm going to do or what I want to do, I can always snap back and find another alternative like route, which is what life is all about. And it just makes me look at myself differently. A lot of people look into your situation and they don't know what the hell they talking about. Life isn't just about just shooting to the top and doing everything, you know, like, now I commend those people that went to school and it took them 4 years and they didn't switch their major and they didn't get confused and they wasn't lost in the sauce and they knew exactly what they was going to do and they did their internships. But I was all over the place. I started with nursing and I thought that's what I wanted to do. And then I was like, I don't even like blood. And then I switched to business management, and then I went through a bad breakup and I didn't want to go to school, and then I thought that I was going to do mediation and notary stuff, and then but that is life, and that is why I'm so real about everything. Like, I've never put this online before, but my clients know, like, people know, like, it's never been a secret. But I just wanted to like kind of confront that. And then I had a client right before I went on maternity leave. She was telling me about how her daughter wanted to go to the school that I went to, and she was just kind of nervous because Prairie View used to be a party school, but I promise, like, the year that I came in, it was a pond girl that was dancing naked and stuff, and she ended up on Royal Star, and Prairie View really like clinked because they didn't want that reputation. We're associated with Texas A&M. Like, they didn't even want that reputation. It messes up our funding and, you know, our everything. So that was the last year, but I was pretty much just telling her to urge her daughter to go to community college. Like, unless she knows for sure what she wants to do and she's willing to network and intern and really use those first 2 years to take advantage of the actual university experience network wise, go to community college, and live your life that way, but that's just my personal opinion. But I think this type of stuff is really important to talk about, because a lot of times you see somebody post their graduation picture or their new car or whatever it may be in their life, and you try to piece stuff together and do math, and it's like you don't know what the hell you talking about. It's so many posts that could be archived and so much relationship statuses that are deleted, and you never know from the outside looking in. That's why you should be focused on your own plate and don't worry about what other people got going on. I think that life is beautiful, and the trial and error is expensive, and that's why I always say it. It's expensive, trial and error. I really did enjoy business management, and still to this day, I don't want to work for anybody necessarily, but if I can find some logistics, baby girl, I love logistics and supply chain management and everything like that. But life is a journey. I'm 26 years old. Yes, it took me a long ass time to graduate, and it's something that I was insecure about, towards the time of my graduation, but it was so many other people, because I am transparent, that were in the same boat as me, and it was a little bit more comforting, but yeah, life is all about transformations. You change your mindset. I know people that graduated, went to school for nursing, finished nursing, and don't even want to do it no more. And now they want to spend more time going back, so it's just it is what it is. Life is what it is. Judge your own plate and don't judge what other people got going on theirs, because you never know what their process is and what they're being led into. And that is why I stress that the only thing that I'm really concerned about is my stability. I'm concerned, not even concerned about it, but I want to make sure that I put myself in a position to pay off my loans. I want to put myself in a position to basically make up for all of the trial and error that I've done. And it's if you want to shame me for that, that's cool, boo. It's cool. But at the end of the day, I love my process. It's a crazy ass process, but I love it. And it's nothing that I'm ashamed about. And there's nothing that you can tell anybody about me that I haven't told already. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that because, it is what it is. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm finna go enjoy my granny. And this baby is giving me so much indigestion and everything else. So I hope that you enjoyed this little chit chat. And yeah, when I say that I'm transparent, let's get it out. Let's talk about it, baby. But no, for real. I love y'all for real, from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. And if you think I'm dumb now, that's fine. It's completely fine. But I'm telling you that I'm not. I'm telling you that, my process is just a little bit different. I'm smart as hell. I'm a Gemini. We geniuses. I'm a genius. I'm a Gemini genius. Period. My process might not make sense to you or whoever else. Your child's process might not make sense to you or whoever else. But at the end of the day, if they're learning, if they're growing, if they're implementing and switching shit up when certain things fail and just readjusting and readapting, that is what life is about. Life is not about a timetable and what you're supposed to do this by this time. And if you don't do this by this time, then you're a loser and you have to have kids by this time and that and this and this. None of that is, all of that is faulty logic and perceptions and programming. At the end of the day, I'm human and my process is my process. Period. Okay? All right, y'all. Good night. I love y'all for real, from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. Bye.